This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
We're in northern Michigan, but from my understanding, it's pretty much
everywhere.
America except Wyoming. I don't know. Do we ever count Wyoming in anything?
And co-host Marney Winfield.
It's my birthday.
Did you party like it was your birthday?
I had a wonderful birthday. I was around people that I love, and it was exactly uneventful like I wanted it to be.
It is the 17th of a month they call March 2023. My name's Corey Winfield.
My name's Marney Winfield.
And this is the 217 Recovery Podcast. Yeah, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Marney, that was from such a long time ago.
Last year?
No.
When was it?
That was 2020.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think we were all stayed up in a hotel in Traverse City because COVID.
Yeah.
It just kind of popped on the scene. And I didn't believe COVID. I thought it was the government.
That's right.
Trying to stop my fun.
That's right.
Like them doctors when they told me I could never drink again. Trying to take my fun away. No, but we sounded so much younger back then. Oh my gosh.
You think so?
Yeah. 3 years does a number on you, doesn't it?
I guess so.
Man, at least me. I sounded young and spry and full of like ambition. I was just trying to impress you.
I guess.
No, but that was pretty cool though. That we did a podcast on your birthday 3 years ago. We're doing a podcast today. Normally, I don't even know when we do podcasts normally anymore. We try to spit them out a couple times a week, but it was like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Mm-hmm. Today's Friday. So you go figure. But we haven't done one. You wanted to do one the other day. And you want to do one on Wednesday. And I was like, nah, we didn't do them on Wednesday. That's my out there. But we've been really, really busy. Today you had your birthday. Mm-hmm. It was kind of interesting how it falls on St. Patrick's Day. And a lot of people go out drinking on St. A lot of people getting drunk drivings tonight.
You think so?
Yeah, a lot of people will. And hopefully there's no crazy accidents or nothing. But you did the opposite of what a normal person would do on St. Patrick's Day. Now, I don't think you have any Irish blood in you.
No.
I might have a little bit, but not a lot. Mostly it's just Russian and German to mess with me. But you went out of your way to avoid hanging out with anybody Irish today.
I did.
Yeah. And it was kind of comical in a way. Is this something that you always do, or is this something?
No.
We're going to get into it here in just a minute. I just wanted to know before.
No, not at all. It was just it was just ironic.
Okay. Because on St. Patrick's Day, where would normal people, and I use quotations, or normal people go? Irish pub, maybe? Mm-hmm. Get you some...
Or any pub.
Shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
You know, do something.
Green beer.
Sure. No. Wants to take me to a hibachi grill. We're the only ones in there.
Yeah.
It was great.
We had the whole restaurant to ourselves. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I reserved the whole restaurant.
Literally 2 people in the entire restaurant.
Yeah, it was good though.
It was great.
So then after that, went and took you to get some smell goods for your birthday.
Yeah.
And then you met up with your mom to do what again?
We got pedicures.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want the extra $5? Hit you with that. Which again, not Irish people.
Nope, not a pub, not
If you're
Irish people.
Following along here.
Yeah.
You get brownie points. You're part of the inside group then. If you have no clue what we're talking about, I'm sorry, man. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was pretty ironic, and you kind of did too. And you were like, hey, this is what I'm doing today. At least you had a green shirt on, you know.
I did.
You're faking it.
I wore my green 217 recovery shirt, and it was a really good day. And so many birthdays. Like, everyone's like, man, it must be so, back when I was in my active addiction, it must be so cool having your birthday on St. Patrick's Day. And back then I was like, not really, because nobody cares it's my birthday. Like, everybody's partying for just a party. Like, usually if it's your birthday and it's a random Friday night, or any night rather, they're like, oh yeah, happy birthday, let me buy you something or whatever. No, I was just another person They didn't pay me no attention. So, yeah. And then people always ask me otherwise. They'll say, "Are you Irish?" Because I'm born. I mean, like on a day, like people don't ask other people that are born on like Christmas, are they Jesus? Like
it'd be more about. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just no. My parents would be like really good at planning if they did that. If they wanted, to have a St. Patrick's Day baby because they were Irish.
Did you ever tell your mom that you didn't appreciate coming out on St. Patrick's Day? Or?
All the time, because it made me angry. Because, I mean, no offense, people don't. But I get it. They make cards with like leprechauns on them, but just because I was born on this day does not mean I enjoy pots of gold or rainbows or leprechauns. And every birthday card, even my grandma did that when she was alive. She would always get me things that had to do with St. Patrick's Day, like shamrock necklaces and things like that. And I'm like, it's just a day. It's my birthday. That's what it should be about.
Yeah, and it's probably one of the sparest holidays out there. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. And I'm sure I watched on History Channel all about St. Patrick or whoever the hell it's supposed to be. I don't care, man. It's never been like a holiday that I've just been like, all right, man, St. Patrick's Day. I'm always like, oh, yeah. Oh, and I'm not wearing green. That's why you pinched me. I didn't even know. Sorry, man.
I don't think really anybody knows.
Or lady.
The history.
Well, yeah, and for real.
It's something, it's an Irish holiday where a saint had feasts and things to like present Christianity.
We should call someone in Ireland right now.
I probably should know this, actually. But yeah, it's on March 17th is my birthday.
We both probably have read it and heard it and seen it, but our short-term memory is like,
yeah,
we're not keeping that long. You're not even gonna make it to long term, so out of here.
Mm-hmm. But I enjoy. I mean, like my I celebrated exactly how I wanted. I'm gonna be able to have dinner with my mom and Ron tomorrow, and that'll be nice. And I got birthday wishes from some good friends today, and parents, and my mother-in-law. And that was nice. And so my sister posted this cute picture of me and her when we were kids.
Aw.
Yeah, that was sweet. So.
Always going to make it about her, doesn't she? Just kidding.
No, it was nice. And I love I'm not about parties or big events or anything like that. It doesn't really appeal to me anymore. So.
Yeah, the coolest thing about March 17th is that you were born on that day.
That's very true.
Now, March 17th to me is not spare, but St. Patrick's Day kind of is.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the dinner, though, that we had.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if this is true or not. I think it was just water. But the guy that was ding, 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 like cooking our stuff and flipping eggs into his pocket. That guy, all I heard was, and you're like, no, sake. He had this
squirt bottle.
Yeah, it was a squirt bottle that you put ketchup in and you squeeze it and it comes out that way. Squeeze bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And he like puts it up to my face. And I'm just like, what are you doing? I'm a man. Don't squirt nothing on my face, you idiot. That's what I was thinking. And I was like, nah. And then I heard, and I heard you say, no, sake. He was going to squirt what could have been alcohol into my mouth.
It was alcohol.
And I had no idea.
It was alcohol.
Oh, because I thought maybe it was just water and he was playing. Because after that, I'm like, they're not just going to squirt alcohol in people's mouths.
No, they do that. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad that I don't let grown men squirt things into my mouth. Because I didn't hear a word he said except,
yeah, I was like, nope, no,
I was like, no, get that on my face, man. I'm a dude. Like, you don't squirt stuff in my face. Now, the thing when they flip vegetables, that's a game. That's a sport. Like, I want to catch those. That's way different. But you don't hold a squeeze bottle up to a man's face and go, what? English. I don't know what you just said to me. You're going to put alcohol on my face?
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Like, Then I was like, nah, that was probably just water. Like, there's no way they're going to just squirt alcohol into somebody's mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Man, this world, what's it coming to? I really don't know.
Well, I'm glad I dodged that one for you.
Yeah. But I mean, I wasn't going to let that man squirt something in my mouth. And then he tried doing something like that later to you. And you were like, nah, because you wanted some extra sauce. And he was just going to act like he was going to squirt it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, dude, did those people ever get punched? They have to.
No, they're trying to be entertaining. It truly is. Like they're supposed to be. It's supposed to be a show, you know. So that's what he was going for.
He's probably like, oh, this fat guy looks like he could use some alcohol. He looks like a drunk. He was right, but no mas.
Not anymore.
No mas.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say no in whatever language he talks. He'd be speaking.
Mm-hmm.
No, anyway, I just kind of wanted to take note of that because that could have been a huge thing. I have 4 years. I could have been out the window.
I think that if you would have just been like completely oblivious and once he like squirted it in your mouth, you probably would have realized that it was alcohol. I'm guarantee you would have spit it out.
Yeah, I've had sake before. It was horrible.
I guarantee you would have spit it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I could have sued him? Call me a lawyer.
Probably not.
If I'm living under the bridge because I went back out after some sake was squirted in my mouth. You never know, man.
How about, yeah, I know.
That was pretty damn close.
I have not heard that one yet. So
what if I was one of those guys that just let people squirt stuff in their mouth? It would have been in my mouth. That man would have.
He said it was sake.
I didn't. All I heard was English was not. He was probably like English is his sixth language. Like he wasn't doing very well with it.
Well,
I didn't know.
He's an entertainer, and he cooked very delicious food.
Were you entertained?
Yes, I was.
Yeah,
I think he did a great job.
I just wanted them to cook us some chicken.
The last time we were there, they did that.
Not to us.
No, but I saw them do that. I've seen them do that before.
To a man?
Oh, yeah, everybody.
All right, guys, if you're listening, don't let a man squirt a squeeze bottle of whatever in your mouth.
Yeah.
Unless you like that kind of thing. But I just think, I don't know. I think it's a man thing. Like, you're not going to squirt some on my face.
Right.
I'm not even being sexual.
I know.
I'm just saying.
You're not.
Like, you don't just squirt some on some guy's face. Okay, maybe that was sexual. I don't know. Maybe you do. Whatever you like is up to you. But I'm just saying.
Well, here, the mentality of anybody who's just either a normal person or who likes drinking, that was some free sake. So, hey, man, normal people have been like, hey, yeah, dinner, free sake. Awesome. Bring it.
Maybe, but that was damn close.
Whew.
They almost got sued. I don't know. I mean, you probably could.
I don't know.
I'd like to see him in court. See him take the stand. I'm like, see, judge, man, give me that money.
This is. If you'd see me, I'm just shaking my head. So.
Shaking her head. Yeah.
No.
She likes that money.
No.
That's another good thing about St. Patrick's Day is green. So was money.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get it. No, in the studio, I turned all the lights green.
And you did. I noticed that when I came in.
Because it was you should have known there's gonna be a sweet open.
Mm-hmm. I like the little jig in the background. That was cool.
And then did you hear when you're like, nothing special? And there's like it's me. From one of my radio bits that I did and I smelled the dog poop. Mm-hmm. It was like, it was me making one of the most embarrassing noises I've ever made on the air.
Nice.
So when you're like, yeah, it was uneventful. I'm like, yeah. I was going to put a record scratch in there, but I couldn't find it. And you were over here waiting for me to finish up. So I was like, all right, that'll work.
Oh, you did a great job.
No, but happy birthday, my love.
Thank you.
Hope you got everything that you wanted. I'm glad that we got to spend some time together. Mm-hmm. That was very nice.
That's the best gift.
Yeah. And hopefully this weekend it'll be like a birthday weekend.
Yeah.
It's like you said, tomorrow, you're going to carry the celebration on. And your mom's sneaky because there is this cake at Costco, oh, it's killer. I mean, at some place is great. No, Costco not donated to us, but big thanks to Walmart too, by the way, and Sam's Club.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what's up. They're probably our biggest supporters. So shop at Walmart and Sam's Club
Yeah.
if you're in recovery, because they support people in recovery. So we appreciate that.
And Costco has as well.
Yeah, just a little bit. Don't shop too much. I mean, yeah, you can shop at Costco. That's fine. Just saying. But Sam's Club, Walmart. Yeah. See them.
But they have delicious cake there.
Yeah, they probably have a Sam's Club too.
They might, but
Check it
oh
out.
my gosh.
Yeah,
it is so
it is
good.
is delicious. It really is. And so I was like, "You get that cake, honey?" Because you came home after the pedicure. And you're like, "Yeah." And then it was hit me. I'm like, "Oh, your mom kept it." And there's supposed to be some big snowstorm, but it's supposed to start at 5:00 tonight, which is almost 5 hours ago, and it's not really doing nothing.
It's cold out there.
But it's going till 8 p.m. tomorrow, so who knows? But yeah, so we might have to travel in the blizzard or whatever to get that cake, because we're getting that cake.
It's a tuxedo cake. It's so good.
It's pretty sneaky of her, though.
Yeah, for those of you that do shop there, or if you don't, you should go there and get it. It's in the refrigerated section, and it's amazing tuxedo cake.
It really is. Like, you'll want to eat the whole thing.
It's so good.
And after your fourth piece, you'll be like, "Man, I shouldn't eat this fifth one." But you will, because it's delicious.
Yeah.
So we going tomorrow no matter what.
Yep.
That's a good way to do it. That's probably our old mom trick. Sure, my mom does stuff like that to me too all the time. I just don't realize it.
And like hold things hostage.
Yeah. I think it's a mom trick.
Well, she's got to come because, yeah.
I think all moms do that.
Yeah.
They all have their little thing that they do that they know. Well, if you want this or you want that, you're going to have to show up. Arr.
Right?
Okay, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to do that till 9. Oh, you told me to come at 3. Yep. Figured you could help with this or that. Yeah, but you got to love moms, though, and it'll be a good time that we'll have tomorrow for sure. And maybe we'll get her on a podcast
We should.
eventually.
We should. Yeah, I got a really sweet card from my mother-in-law, and it was signed on the back by our nephews. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. In cursive.
Aw,
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet. I saw the outside of the envelope, and it said something about cursive or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they put some effort into that for sure.
yeah, they love you.
Yeah. It was cute.
No, I think you're Aunt Marney now.
It only took 3 years.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll take it. It's worth it.
Yeah,
The wait.
they're great kids, and that's what's kind of my, what do they say, purpose. We were at the RCO RDP training, the Recovery Community Organization thing we went to, and they were saying there's a why, there's a, what was it, the reason and purpose or
There's
purpose.
a what and there's a why.
And
What
the
is
why,
it? What is it that you're doing? You can talk about that all day long.
right?
But if you don't talk about why you're doing it, there's no passion to it.
Yeah, and the why for me is for my nephews and for, our future children's. I always make it plural, because I don't want them to go through the same struggle, the same stigma, the same I'm ashamed to ask for help. I want them to know that it's out there, and that it doesn't have to be so hard,
Yeah.
and that if someone needs help, they can get it. And there's going to be people out there that think, oh, they just couldn't do this, or they didn't drink responsibly, blah, blah, blah. But I want them to just know that they can go and they can get help
Yeah.
before it gets out of control, or maybe they don't even drink, or maybe they don't do drugs, and hopefully that's great. But they're gonna do something at some point, chances are, and I just want it to be easy for them, for the future generations. And I think it's gotten easier. Like if we would have been growing up in the 60s, we probably would have died a long time ago.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. So it is gradually getting better. So I think that's good. But, people like us, I went to the vape shop today and I met a man, we'll call him Mitchell. Sorry, I had to throw something at the cat. I mean, I didn't hit the cat, so there's no abuse going on there. She's on the other side of the door. Anyway, with the vape shop. Met a guy named Mitchell. And we started talking about cameras and filming people and recovery stories and stuff like that. Recovery Spotlight, which you can see on our website, 217recovery.com. And that's when he was like, yeah, man, I'm in recovery. And he's got 2 years, and I invited him to come, check out the recovery center that we have. And, even if he wanted to come, talk at some treatment centers with me, he was like, yeah, that'd be fun, share my story a little bit. And
yeah,
he's like, I realize that really does help me. I'm like, yes, it does. Like, that's why I do it every Tuesday, because it helps me. I'm very selfish. Mm-hmm. But yeah. And
I love it when we come across people that are in recovery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We met a woman at Chili's. Mm-hmm. She was a waitress, and she saw the 217 recovery shirt. She's like, recovery from... I was like, big penis syndrome? Just kidding.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I don't. What are you talking about?
The things that you say sometimes.
I know.
Like,
Shocks me too.
What?
I blame my father.
Anyway, it was like you could see this kind of like light in her eyes though, when it was like there's this really weird kind of connection with other people that are in recovery, and we don't know her at all. She doesn't know us, right? But it's like looking at one another, it's like, I know you've been through hell and back. Like you're not wearing that shirt for no reason. And obviously she's in her uniform, so whatever. And obviously she spoke to us and was willing to share that information, which was, awesome on her part, to be vulnerable and like be like, this is where I'm at with stuff. And she was just like, it's hard. And it was like she had this moment where it was kind of like she knew that she was safe telling us that information, and and there's that connection, and it's pretty magical.
I like it.
Yeah.
Because we're part of a club, like the Gone Through Hell Club.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and we're alive. And not a lot of people, well, I guess a lot of people do, but there are some that die and that don't make it. Mm-hmm. And we were almost part of that group too.
Yeah.
But somehow, grace of God, we made it through there. And I thank him every day. I really do.
Yeah.
And people are, I don't believe in God. Okay, then believe whatever you want, man. For me, it works a lot better.
Yeah.
And things go a lot smoother. And Tyrone, he was telling me the other day, I took him around the office and on the phone. Mm-hmm. I was like, hey, and he was like, God damn, Winfield. He was like, man. He's like, I thought you was just going to have a little room. I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I just thought like this.
Yeah. Like
our studio here, it was just like a third bedroom turned into a studio. But he thought that's what it was going to be, And he was like, no, you got like a bathroom and toilet. And I was like, yeah, we do.
That's what he's impressed by.
No, he liked it all.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, he told me that he was proud of me and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I appreciate that, Tyrone. But I was like, I didn't do any of this, man. Like God did. I was like, I just finally stopped trying to do things my way all the time and just said, God, just lead me somewhere, and he did. And that's crazy. I could have given up many times. You could have given up on me. You could have been like, nope, you better get something together.
Job at Walmart that you keep saying that I told you
hey, that's a good place. I would have worked there.
Which I never did.
No, but I mean, I don't know. It just could have been easy to quit. It'd have been easy to just stop.
Yeah.
It's just one of these things, and we're just getting started. I feel like, like some people are like, man, you've done a lot. And it's like, nah, we're just getting started, man.
Yeah.
Like, see me in 3 years.
And there's been this core unit of people that have really honestly, genuinely believed in us from the get-go, in you from the get-go, like, don't stop trying, don't stop doing what you're doing. Things are going to turn out, things are going to happen, don't give up. And they believe, they believed it. They weren't just saying it to make you feel better. They honestly were like, what you're doing makes sense. What you're trying to do makes sense, and you believe in it. And if that's all that there is, something's going to turn out. It's going to happen. It's going to work out. And here we are, and yeah, it takes work, just like everything, it takes work, and there's been peaks and valleys, man. Like, we've had highs and we've had lows, but, kept on going. And we will continue to.
Yeah, you got to have hope. You got to have faith. And you got to put in the work.
Yeah.
That's what Steve Harvey kind of says too. He says you got to hope for things. You got to have faith that it's going to happen. But faith without work is nothing.
Yeah.
You gotta put in the work. I didn't just get out of treatment and say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. I want this. And then just sat around waiting for it. Mm-hmm. I kind of did. Well, sort of like, and then I was like, honey, would you please? But then I had to take a look at myself and realize, am I doing enough? I just assumed that people were like, hey, Corey, we're just going to help you out here. Like we have to still reach out to people and say, hey, look, like don't forget about us.
Right.
Oh, well, we did. Well, they didn't, but they did,
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't just sit around just waiting for things to happen for the most part. I was out there kind of doing things and trying to make it all come together. So it's just one of those things that if I can do it, I mean, anybody can. As long as you're sober, you can do anything you want. You really can. Mm-hmm. Just because you don't know how to do it today doesn't mean you can't learn how to do it.
Sure.
There's different ways you can go about it depending on what you want to do. Mm-hmm. Going back to college, finishing your GED, going to a trade school. I mean, you're never too old to go back and learn something new, unless you're like super old, and then you're probably not even trying to do something new. So whatever.
I think the other thing too is like you can want big things, and big things can and will happen for you, but you also are kind of like you take the baby steps to get to those big things, and because big things don't happen overnight. Nothing huge happens overnight. Well, very, very rarely. So, taking the steps and watching things grow and prosper is you putting in the work and then seeing that miracle take place. And that is so fulfilling. Because it's like, you need to give yourself credit every day.
I just give it to God. I give God all the credit. So I swear, he's done it all. Like I didn't come up with anything. He's just like,
yeah.
In Steve Harvey's book, bring him up again. It's called Jump. It's a really good book. In there, he talks about having dreams and having goals, to like do things. And he said that is part of your talent. That's part of what God gifted you. And that's his way of trying to tell you, hey, you can do this and you can do this. And there's a lot of people out there that are too afraid to go follow their dreams. And yeah, sometimes the road's hard and it's not perfect. You're not doing exactly what you want. Like you said, from day one, you're not just boom, making it big now. You got to put in the work. You got to do the stuff you need to do. And, part of 217 recovery and the angel number to 217, it says in there that you're going to go through hard times. And that's just your guardian angels like testing you. Mm-hmm. They're right there watching, they're seeing, but they just want to make sure that you have the ambition, the drive to succeed and to carry out stuff that you say you're going to do. So it's just another one of those things that's just crazy about the 217 number. I just realized it like a couple weeks ago that the place in Boyne City where we started the podcast from, at Sober Living at Nathan's house, the zip code is 49712, which I don't know why it didn't hit me before, but the last three are 217 reversed. I was like, of course it is. Like, yeah. And like they say every time you see that number or whatever now, it's like that's your guardian angels going, yep, get back on track, and it's just crazy, but good crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really good crazy.
Yeah. And I'm just happy that, things are kind of going along. But yeah, I still have more dreams though. And that's a good thing. Mm-hmm. It truly is. Well, thanks for listening to the St. Patrick's Day, Corey, I can't believe you said that podcast.
But you had a good St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah. Put some RAM on my computer and put up some soundproofing stuff.
We did.
And people are going to come in there thinking we set it up as a podcast studio just because, but we didn't. The walls are very, very thin.
Yeah.
And then how would I know how to then deaden the room? Well, put up some sound stuff.
Yeah.
sound deadening. Like, yeah.
We're like, we're not going to give anybody any reasons to want us to leave.
Yeah. And it looks cool, I think.
It does. Looks very cool.
Some people like pictures. Some people like recording studios, you know, like, so I just put that stuff up and it looks like a recording studio. And we'll probably podcast from there too. Mm-hmm. At least I will. I don't know what you'll be doing all the time, but it'll be great to have people come in and, want to. I think we talked about that before on the show, but yeah. See how it goes.
Super exciting.
We got the rooms looking good and sounding better. So
we'll keep you updated on the progress with the Recovery Center.
Yeah. And if you would like to donate, feel free.
Yes, we would very much appreciate it.
Marney had a birthday fundraiser going on Facebook, and then you can always donate too at 217recovery.com. If you have the 217 Recovery app, you can go there and it'll take you to the donation page as well. But yeah, be a part of us.
Yeah.
Support us. Thanks again to Walmart.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. We hope you come back for our next episode.